Canelo. It's because Canelo doesn't go out for the knockout anymore. Canelo's just now. We've seen in the last few fights, he just does enough to win. He did the same again, Munguia. He dropped Munguia, but then they didn't want to finish him. Charlo, Berlanga. He wants to cruise through the fight.
If I'm betting, I put my money on Canelo. Crawford, great fighter, but jumping from 47, he just fought at 54. He won, but it wasn't spectacular performance. Then you jump 60, 68. It's a different. We have weight division for a reason in boxing. Canelo comfortable at 68.
I think it's too close to call.
Really?
Yeah. At least,
If you had to give somebody the edge, you are a fighter, so you know more than the average casual fan. So who would you give the edge to?
Crawford.
The Canelo versus Crawford mega fight has every expert in boxing talking, and the opinions couldn't be more split. From world champions to elite trainers, everyone has a take. Some say it's Canelo's power, others bet on Crawford's craft. In this video, we break down what the experts are really saying and who they think walks away victorious.
It's because Canelo doesn't go out for the knockout anymore. Canelo's just now. We've seen in the last few fights, he just does enough to win. He did the same again, Munguia. He dropped Munguia, but then they didn't want to finish him. Charlo, Berlanga. He wants to cruise through the fight.
Robert Garcia believes the current version of Canelo Alvarez is a smarter, more calculated version of his younger self. According to Garcia, Canelo's recent performances show a champion who no longer chases knockouts not because he can't, but because he doesn't need to. Fights against Munguia, Charlo, and others reveal a man who's focused on longevity, not highlight reels. Garcia points out that after nearly 2 decades of non-stop training camps, sparring, and battles, Canelo is preserving his body to extend his reign at the top. He's picking his shots, managing rounds, and doing exactly what it takes to win. Nothing more, and in a high-risk bout like Crawford, that discipline might be the smartest weapon Canelo brings into the ring.
Well, Bud beats him by TKO. Unpopular opinion, Bud by TKO. I think he get him out of there probably about the 10th, 11th. It's like a peppering him with punches. They're gonna have to stop that because he's gonna put his hands on him.
All right, obviously that's not the opinion that everyone agrees. Well, I mean, there's a lot of torn opinions, but I guess the popular opinion is Canelo wins. And if anything, Canelo stops Crawford because of size. So what about Crawford that's able to neutralize Canelo's game plan and allows him to be able to get the stoppage?
I mean, but you've seen when Canelo fights, who he had a problem with. He had a problem with people that move, people that's athletic. He had a problem with Lara, Mayweather, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna say he had a problem with Skull because that dude just ran around his ring the whole damn time. So, but and then Crawford, come on man, you can't bet against Crawford, man. Obviously, nobody has figured out how to beat that style. The man switches, he's athletic, and he got power on both hands. Nah, it's a different.
Trainer John J. Watts doesn't hold back. He believes Terence Crawford will shock the world by stopping Canelo. Alvarez late. Watts predicts a TKO around the 10th or 11th round, where Bud simply overwhelms Canelo with volume and sharpness, peppering him with punches, as Watts puts it, until the ref has no choice but to step in. It's a bold call, especially against a fighter as durable as Canelo, but Watts insists it's not just about power. It's Crawford's intelligence, timing, and ability to break an opponent down systematically that could make the difference when deep waters hit.
Bud is sneakier like that. He knows how to set his punches up better than those guys. He's a better boxer than those guys. So the punches that you don't see are the ones that hurt you. So
no concerns that while Crawford's trying to counter Canelo and try to land shots, that Canelo himself is a sneaky counter puncher as well. And
he is. No, don't get it twisted. Canelo's nice, and especially after you can see how much he changed even after the Mayweather fight. Mm-hmm. How much he learned from that fight and changed after that. But nah. I think this Bud is just... See, Bud got that mean streak, and he got that switch in him, too, man. Like, I've seen it. For instance, what's the name? When he fought Porter, and they like, are you down on the car? It's like, I'm down? What? And right after that, we stopped him in the next round, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, he's going to figure out how to beat him, and he's going to do it. I can't bet against Bud, man.
What's Dives? Deeper, pointing out that Canelo's past struggles against movers like Lara and Mayweather highlight a blueprint Crawford can follow. But Bud brings even more to the table. According to Watts, Crawford's footwork, switch hitting ability, and sneaky shot setups make him unpredictable. He emphasizes that it's not just about brute force, it's the punches you don't see. Coming that end fights, in Watts' view, Bud is simply the more cerebral, adaptable boxer. And with power in both hands and the instinct to flip a switch mid-fight, Crawford might be the one fighter Canelo can't contain.
Canelo, Terrence Crawford, who wins that fight and how?
Is the rising young undefeated southpaw.
I think it's too close to call.
Really?
Yeah. At least, you know.
If you had to give somebody the edge, you are a fighter, so you know more than the average casual fan. So who would you give the edge to?
Crawford.
Crawford? How does he do it? Does he knock out Canelo Alvarez?
I don't know. That's who I think. Yeah, that's who I think.
Even longtime boxing fan Tony Danza didn't take a side when asked about Crawford versus Canelo. Too close to call, he said, offering a neutral take that mirrors how split the boxing world really is. In a fight this big, even veterans are hesitant to choose, and Danza's uncertainty just adds to the mystery surrounding this super fight.
Canelo or Crawford, who'd you like in that fight?
If I'm betting, I put my money on Canelo. Crawford, great fighter, but jumping from 47, he just fought at 54. He won, but it wasn't spectacular performance. Then you jump 60, 68. It's a different. We have weight division for a reason in boxing. Canelo comfortable at 68. Crawford gonna have to do a lot in this fight to win. He have no time to be comfortable. He can't be comfortable in that ring. He gotta be on point and every minute, because Canelo is strong at that division. He's very solid, and he's been there. He grew there. He's been there for a while. He fought a lot of big guys. He's been hit by big guys. Crawford, in his case, is stepping up, jumping weight. I mean, people say, "Oh, he's trying to be great." Yeah, it's great to be great, but it's a tough challenge, and I respect him for stepping up to it.
Kofi Jantua, respected trainer at DLX Boxing, doesn't hesitate with his prediction. "If I'm betting, I'm putting my money on Canelo," he said. While praising Crawford as a great fighter, Jantua emphasized the harsh reality of jumping from 147 to 168 pounds. "There's a reason we have weight classes," he noted, reminding fans that Canelo is solid, strong, and battle-tested in this division. According to Jantua, Crawford will need to be sharp for every second of every round. There's no room for comfort against a naturally bigger, more seasoned opponent. Though he respects Crawford's bravery and skill, Jantua believes the size gap will be too much, giving Canelo the edge when the fight enters deep waters.
And I think he's going to give Canelo problem for a while, because Crawford is very crafty. He switches. That's going to be a challenge for Canelo to overcome. But I believe Canelo have the edge.
Jantua discredits Crawford's slick style, switch hitting, and ring IQ, but insists Canelo has seen it all. Canelo's been there. He's grown there, Jantua emphasized, referring to the 168 pounds division. He pointed out that Canelo has traded punches with big punchers, absorbed heavy shots, and still prevailed. For Crawford, this fight isn't just about skill, it's about surviving the physicality of a weight class he's never competed in. While Jantua admits Crawford will pose problems early, especially with movement and angles, he believes the sheer power and pressure from Canelo will eventually break the rhythm. In his eyes, experience and weight will prove decisive.
He sees it as a very interesting 50-50 fight. He just feels that Canelo's very strong right now, and he wants to figure out to see how Crawford's going to handle the power, especially in the early rounds, and what's going to happen. ¿Qué es algo que tú te recuerdas de la pelea que Canelo y que te ayudó a seguir al nivel que tú estás? Porque peleaste con Canelo casi que 8 o 10 años y los dos son campeones ahorita todavía.
Hace 12
años.
En 2014. ¿Qué yo aprendí de esa pelea? Bueno, todavía estoy activo, gracias a Dios. No fui lastimado, no cogí golpe en esa pelea.
Yo pienso que si Crawford no se deja lastimar y que no coge mucho golpe de Canelo al cuerpo y en los hombros, huele que tira para los hombros, creo que puede tener el triunfo.
Former world champion Erislandy Lara, who once shared the ring with Canelo Alvarez in a razor-close bout back in 2014, gave a measured take on the upcoming clash. Speaking in Spanish, Lara described Canelo as a strong fighter and emphasized that Crawford's success will hinge on surviving the early rounds and avoiding damage to the body. If Crawford doesn't take too many punches to the shoulders and body, he can win, Lara predicted. While calling the matchup a true 50-50th, Lara's words carry weight given his own first-hand experience. His insight reflects the growing consensus that Crawford's ability to absorb power at 168 pounds will be a critical factor. As Lara put it, it all depends on how he handles those first 6 rounds. As the boxing world gears up for this historic clash, the predictions keep rolling in. But what do you think, Canelo or Crawford? Drop your pick in the comments. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more fight insights.